I will try to show you how this ultrasonic cleaner works as I describe what is going on. But basically you put water in this and then it sends ultrasonic waves through the water. What that does is it creates these really small air bubbles that kind of grow until it collapses, and then the air bubbles popping or collapsing, that's what is cleaning what's going on inside. So the advantage of this is, for one, you don't have to manually scrub anything. But the real nice thing about this is for things like with crevices or cracks or hard to get to places, it doesn't really matter with a cleaner like this because the air bubbles form on every surface evenly. So this cleaner specifically is kind of designed for retentures or dentures. Works great for that. You can also use it for jewelry. The other thing this was made for is you can put toothbrushes in there. So your toothbrush head, if you really want to clean it, you just kind of stick it in there, turn it on, and then it cleans it that way. This has both ultraviolet and it does the sonic cleaning. So pretty versatile. This was sent to me so I could make this video. Let's have a closer look at everything. Basically, just lift the lid up here. You can kind of see the rubber that you can stick the toothbrushes through so they stay upright. Here's your UV lights. You can see through this window to kind of look in what's going on, fill up to the max line. But let's go ahead and plug in the power supply. It is 12 volts, 2000 milliamps. So here's the main display with a timer and a simple on-off button. Now, you shouldn't be doing this without water. I'm going to do it just to kind of demonstrate the different modes. But if you press it like this, this is the default mode. I'm trying to move this so you can kind of see the UV. On the default mode, it does both UV and the ultrasonic. Now, if I lift up the lid, it does turn off the UV lights. But once you close it, it comes back on again. And then it just has a default countdown in seconds. If you go to the next mode, it's same thing, but more time. And then if you go to the third mode in blue, same amount of time, still 600 seconds, but this is only ultrasonic. And the fourth mode, this is only UV. So you got the 4 different modes. You got the rubber so you can stick your toothbrush in there. It will stay in. I'm not sure how much you can hear of that, but it is kind of vibrating. You can kind of feel it. That's how you get the ultrasonic. And it does have this drying tray. So if you're using this for a retainer or something like that, you can use these tweezers, take it out, put it on there to dry. My wife has a retainer, so that's the main thing that we use this for. But again, like I said, toothbrushes are also a really nice thing. I try it once a week just to put this in here, just to keep a clean toothbrush. It also works for jewelry. Now, if you want to use this with jewelry, you can add a little bit of ammonia in it. That will help. For other things, if you want, you can add some dish soap, or if you're doing dentures or retainer, you can add one of those denture tablets, and that will kind of help out a little bit with this. You don't have to. You can use just water if you want to, but those extra things will help a little bit depending on what you're trying to clean. The really nice thing about this though is you put water in it, you put whatever you want to clean, you press a button, that's it. You're not scrubbing, you're not trying to inspect everything and find out what's dirty. You just put it in, turn it on, and you're done. It does a good job. It's simple to use. Even if you don't have dentures or a retainer, I do highly recommend this for things like toothbrush. And it's just nice to have around. You never know what things you might need to randomly clean. That's just really hard to clean. This does a great job.